And then just start to either lower your gaze or blink your eyes closed as you come into the practice today. Begin to notice your breathing. Notice what thoughts you're having. Notice any areas where you're holding on to either tension or discomfort. And I invite you to just be mindful of those areas today as we practice. And then as you continue to breathe deeply, on your next inhale, think about lengthening the spine. So grounding down through the sit bones and the feet and lifting up through the top of your head. As you exhale, think about releasing tension out of the face and the tops of the shoulders. The next time you breathe in, once again, think about lifting the top of your head up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, think about releasing the tops of the shoulders down away from your ears. And then we're going to move into a breathing sequence here today. So we'll inhale for a count of 4. We'll try holding the top of the inhale for a count of 7. And then we'll exhale for an 8 count. And if it becomes too hard to hold your breath for that long, just speed up your counting. So on your next inhale, what's that?
I can count by 2s?
Sure, it's fine. Or just go 1, 2, 8. So we'll inhale for 4, completely filling the lungs with air. Hold. And then exhale for 8. So just continue to do that at your own pace. And the key here is that we're making the exhale longer. So the exhale is where we're going to start to really kick in that rest and relaxation parasympathetic nervous system. So we're thinking about slowing everything down. Inhaling for 4. Pausing. And exhaling for 8. Two more times at your pace. And exhaling. Good, one more inhale. And then pause. And exhale. And then just return to a 1-to-1 breath. So equal counts in and out. And think about shifting that breath low into the belly if you're not already doing that. Just matching the length of your inhale with your exhale. And then on your next inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. As you exhale, hands at heart center. Good, again, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, take a side stretch to the right. Gazing up or down, whatever feels best on your neck. Lengthening the side of the trunk. Breathing deeply into that left portion of the rib cage, the side body. Inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, take your side stretch to the second side. Breathing deeply into the right side body. Taking your time here, really focusing in on those nice, slow, deep breaths. Inhaling back up to the center, And then exhaling, press the palms towards me. Round out the middle part of your back a little bit and just tuck the chin slightly. So breathing into that middle part of the back, between the shoulder blades. And then scoot a little bit more forward in your chair. Interlace thumbs or hands behind you, or just set the hands on the back of your chair for a heart opener. So pull the shoulder blades together, lift the chin up. Think about broadening across the collarbones, across the front of the shoulders, opening the heart. Keeping the face relaxed. And then release back to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up again. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just pause for a moment here, set an intention for your practice today. Something you'd like to focus on. Something that's meaningful to you. Maybe taking a moment of gratitude for dedicating this time for yourself, for self-care and self-love, so that we're better able to serve others in our lives. Nice deep breath in, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. Round your spine, reach down towards your thighs or the floor. Forward fold. Let the head relax. Good. On your next inhale, come to a flat back. Perching forward, shrugging the shoulder blades together, halfway lift. Pulling the belly in slightly, and then exhale, round and fold. Letting your low back release here. Press into the feet. Inhale the arms all the way up. Moving slowly as you need to. Reaching the arms up, looking up. Exhale, hands to heart center. This is our half sun salutation in sitting. Inhale, sweeping up, looking up. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Let your spine round here. Relax the back of your neck. On your next inhale, come to that flat back. Pull the shoulder blades together, belly in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press through the feet, reach the arms all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time as you exhale, open the chest. So pull the elbows towards the trunk. Good. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Round the spine. Inhale, flat back. Halfway lift. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press into the feet. Reach the arms all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. If you're not already seated on the edge of the chair, go ahead and scoot a little bit more forward. And then we'll bring the right arm back behind. And you can just kind of gently hang on to it with the opposite hand. Take a nice deep breath in, and then we're going to drop the left ear to the left shoulder. So you're anchoring down that right side, feeling a little bit of length into the side of the neck, keeping the nose forward. And then maybe tipping the chin down towards the left shoulder, pausing there. And then turning the chin upward, pausing there, feeling that stretch towards more of the front and the side of the neck. And then inhale your head back up to neutral. And then switch your grip. So this time just holding lightly onto the left wrist, sitting tall, take a breath in. And then exhale, right ear, right shoulder this time. Breathing into the left part of the neck. And then tipping the chin down towards that right shoulder, tucking it slightly towards the armpit. And then tipping the chin upward towards the ceiling. And then slowly making your way back to a neutral spine. As you inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up with hands clasped. Tip your pelvis forward, come to a variation of seated cow pose. So pelvis tips forward a little bit more, heart lifts. Then as you exhale, round your spine and come to seated cat. So you're kind of drawing the belly in, creating that C shape with your spine. Good. Inhale, sit tall, sweep the arms up, heart lifts, pelvis tips forward. Exhale, tuck and round, seated cat. Separating the shoulder blades here. 2 more times. Inhale, sit tall, seated cow, look up. Relaxing the face. Exhale, tuck and round, seated cat. Last time, inhale, sit tall, seated cow. And exhale, tuck and round, seated cat. Good. Inhale, come back to that neutral spine position here. Go ahead and as you exhale, and just start to turn and look over that right shoulder. You can bring the left hand on the outside of the right knee if you'd like. That back hand can come to the side or the back of the chair as we begin to twist, gazing back towards the right corner. Think about inhaling to create length in your spine. Exhaling, rotating from the eyes all the way down to the bottom part of your spine. Good. Release back to center. Breathe in, sit tall. And then exhale, second side spine twist. Drawing that left shoulder blade towards the spine and down. Keep the breath flowing as you twist here. Good. One more breath in. As you exhale, release back to center. Good. Let's go ahead and come to standing. And you can have the chair in front of you if you'd like. So we'll start in our standing mountain pose. So palms are going to be forward. Bring your feet in so they're about hips distance apart. So maybe about 6 feet apart or so. And then looking forward, lengthening across the collarbones, palms are forward. Take a breath in, reach the arms all the way up. Look up, take a little back bend here. So not creating any crunching in the spine, but just lengthening whatever range feels good. And then exhale, hands to heart center, look forward. Good, inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. We're going to move through a couple series of standing poses today. So if you want to get close to the chair or the counter, we're going to take a big step back with our left foot first. So you want about 2 feet between your front and back foot. And the back foot is going to be out at about 45 degrees. So instead of the hips being to the side, your hips are going to be square to the front. Right toes are forward, left toes are at about 45 degrees. Take a nice deep breath in and notice your spine. So shoulders are going to be over your hips. And then as you exhale, you're going to start to bend your front knee so it tracks over your ankle. So this is our warrior one pose. Notice the back knee is straight here. Front knee is bent. And it's okay to look down and kind of check your alignment. So we don't want that right knee to buckle inward or roll out to the side. So knee over the ankle, long spine. You can always use the chair if you need to for balance. Let's reach one or both arms up over the head, kind of V-shaping the arms, dropping the shoulders down. Beautiful. So once in this pose, think about pulling the belly in, letting your face and your jaw relax. Good. Continuing to breathe. And then as you exhale, release your hands. We're going to open that back foot up a little bit more and come to warrior two. So the front leg is going to be the same. We opened up the back leg and now our hips are going to be square to the side. So warrior one, your hips were forward. Warrior two, you're open to the side. So the tricky part about warrior two is that front knee always wants to tip in towards your big toe. So pull using that outer hip, pull that knee over the ankle. And then your hand can be on the chair, or you can raise one or both arms up to shoulder height and look over your front hand. So in this case, that's the right hand. Good. So as you have your arms out, you can always set a hand down for balance if you need to, but think about dropping the shoulders out of the ears and reaching right fingertips to left fingertips. Again, looking down at that front knee, making sure it's not dipping inward, using the outer hip to pull that knee so it's aligned over the ankle. One more breath in. As you exhale, straighten your front knee. Turn your right palm up. And then as you exhale, we're going to take a nice, easy side stretch. So this is our reverse triangle. So both knees are straight. This back hand is gently resting on the back thigh. Continuing to breathe and hold into that right side body. Good, and then inhale, come back, arms to shoulder height, bend into that front knee, warrior two. Look over the front hand. Good, check your knee over ankle alignment. Good, and then as you exhale, step forward to mountain pose. Palms are forward. And just take a little time here. You can pedal out the feet, kind of shift your weight from side to side, just noticing if there's a difference between sides and how you feel. We'll take those same series of warrior poses on the second side. So taking a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, this time you'll step the right foot back about 2 feet. We're going to start with that back leg out about 45 degrees. Shoulders are going to be over your hips. Taking a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, bend the front knee. Belly is in, heart is lifted. This is warrior one. Back knee is straight, front knee is bent. And then as it's available, you can reach one or both arms up. Let the shoulders kind of fall out of the ears, keeping the spine lengthened, the top of the head up towards the ceiling, lifting your gaze so it's forward or slightly upward. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, open up that back foot. Arms out to shoulder height, warrior two. So give your arms a rest if you need to. Look down at that front leg. Knee over ankle on the front leg. Think about grounding down through all 4 corners of your front foot and the outer edge of your back foot. Reaching front to back. Now your pelvis is open to the sidewall. Doing your best not to hold your breath here. Good, take a nice deep breath in and out. On your next inhale, straighten the front knee. Turn the left palm up towards the sky. Exhale, reverse triangle. So just barely touching those back fingertips to the back of the thigh. Breathing into the left side body. Giving the thighs a little bit of a break here. And then as you exhale, coming back to warrior two, bend the front knee, check your alignment, soften the tops of the shoulders. Beautiful. Take one more inhale and exhale. Step forward, mountain pose, back of the chair. Good, we're gonna bring our forearms to the chair and just pause briefly here, forehead to the arms, bend your knees a little bit and just a supported forward fold. You can kind of pedal out the knees a little bit or shift the hips from side to side, just releasing the back. Take a couple nice deep breaths in here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Notice how you're feeling. Recall that intention that you set for your practice today. And then let's take a cleansing breath. So we'll inhale deeply through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth, heavy sigh. Good, and then go ahead and start to walk your feet back in so you're closer to the chair. And then toe heel your feet out so they're a little bit wider, kind of wider than the width of your chair. And then we're gonna turn the toes slightly out and the heels will be slightly in. So your ballerina pose.
Got it.
All right, take a nice deep breath in, long spine. As you exhale, I want you to bend into your knees. So I don't care how far down you go, but be mindful that you're not dipping your knees forward. This is our variation of goddess pose. So your belly is in. You want to think about a slight tuck in the tailbone. Shoulders are over your hips again. And then if it's available to you, you can bring one or both of your arms up to shoulder height. So it's kind of an isometric here, just holding and breathing. And then as you inhale, straighten the knees, lift the arms up, look up. And then as you exhale, sink down, goddess pose, belly in. Keep the breath moving. Inhale, lengthen up, straighten, look up. Exhale, lower down, breathe. Good, inhale, lengthen upward. This time I want you to take your toes and turn them slightly in and let your heels come out. So your feet are either going to be parallel to each other or slightly toed inward. Good, then as you exhale, release the left hand, reach the right arm up and over, side stretch. And then coming back to center, breathing in. As you exhale, switch sides. Good, inhale, both arms up to center. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Toe heel your feet back in so they're about hips distance apart. Come back to mountain pose at the back of your chair. So we're gonna do one more standing balance pose before we come to sitting. So we're gonna take a warrior 3 variation. So starting with your right foot, you're gonna place your fingertips, one or both, on the back of the chair. And then this is gonna involve shifting your weight forward onto the front leg. So traditionally in Warrior 3, that left leg is gonna start to float up, but I want you to play with your balance and your hand position here. So chest lifts, belly is in. You're gonna start to shift forward, taking weight on your right leg. The back foot, if you can bring the toe off the ground, is gonna be flexed. So you're feeling that left glute working. The toes point towards the floor. And then as you're able to, you're gonna start to work towards making your trunk parallel to the floor. So that might be resting gently on the armrests or the seat pan. Top of the head reaches towards the front wall. And this can really be whatever variation works for you. If you wanna play with lifting one arm, you can do that. Otherwise, just meet your body where it's at. Micro bend in that front knee. Good, breathing in, belly is in, and then release is mountain pose. Coming back up to center, breathe in, lift your arms up, little back bend here. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do the same Warrior 3 modification on the second side. So fingertips to the chair, lengthen the spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, start to hinge forward. Again, beginning to take some weight onto that left leg. Doesn't matter how far you lift the right leg up. You're just being mindful that the foot is flexed, the belly is in. Top of the head is forward, so you're looking down towards the chair or the floor. Nice activation through the midsection. Micro bend in that front knee. Should feel some activation around the glute as well. Continuing to breathe. And then as you exhale, release that foot down. This time, walk your feet back. Take a modification of chair dog. So we're gonna sink the hips back, kind of pressing back into the sitting bones, sinking the heart towards the floor, lengthening across the side bodies and the armpits. Just kind of settling our weight back. Take a cleansing breath here, inhaling through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good, take your time, walk your feet forward towards the chair, keeping your belly engaged. Come all the way up to stand. And take a few shoulder rolls back. And then when you're ready, you can have a seat back in your chair. Settling in for our final relaxation. So just allowing your back to rest against the chair. Go ahead and place your hands on your lap, or you can rest your hands on your thighs. Allowing the eyes to close or lowering the gaze. Big inhale through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Think about scanning your body here. From the top of the head all the way down to the feet. Noticing any areas where you're still feeling tension or pain or discomfort. Sending a little bit of breath to those areas and then just doing your best to let go. Take a notice of the environment that you're in. Noticing the ground beneath your feet, the chair beneath your sit bones. Feeling grounded as we take a few moments to pause. Putting a pause on the mind and the body for a few moments. Noticing the subtleties. Noticing the control that we have of the breath, the stillness of the body and the mind. A moment of gratitude for this time, for ourselves and self-care. When you feel ready, begin to just wiggle out the toes or open and close the hands, maybe circling out the feet or the wrists. And then sitting up a little bit straighter in your chair, lengthening the spine one last time. We'll bring the hands together at heart center. Drop your chin down, take one deep breath into your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.
Namaste.